Hey everybody, it is Sara Oehler from softwexcompany.com. We are going to be making some jewelry today and talking about some products on our website that went up this month. We have a really great deal this week for Labor Day and all sorts of good stuff to chat about. Let me just change this over so that you can see me. There I am. Hi, how are you? While people are jumping on here, we'll just do a little visiting. This is a live video being taped on Wednesday at 3 p.m. And so if you watch it later, I'm waiting for people to kind of hop on here so that we can get the party started, right? How is everybody doing today? Did you see? We'll have to load up a graphic for this. I don't think we have one yet, but I printed one out. We are doing Joyful Beading starting today, and we're going to take a look at the calendar, and I'm probably going to do my prompt for today, which is helpful because I do need to find a little joy right now. It has been, it's been tough. We're on week 3 of school with the kids at home, so second and kindergartner. And some days are better than others. And some days I just feel pretty exhausted. Hey, friends. Hi, Lydia. Hi, Danielle. How are you, Danielle? Thank you for all those beads you sent. I was rifling through them yesterday, and I'm very excited to get a date on the calendar with you for our next live beading party. Let's see. Oh, Teresa. Thank you for sending me that sweet little present. That just picked up my Monday and just gave me like that little bit of pep in my step. So thank you for doing that for me. That was really, really, really kind of you. Let's see. Kristen says she sent Damien the Joyful Beading graphic and she thinks it's loaded. Oh, Kristen, you're going to make me figure it out, aren't you? Aren't you? And there it is. Joyful Beading. This is what we will be doing. This is what we're going to be doing this month. And we've done this before in the past. The idea is that we we know that things are hard right now. We started it in the very first surge of the pandemic and when everybody was quarantining and staying home. And we've done it 3 or 4 times. I think this might be the 4th time. I think we've aligned it with just about every COVID surge. And so it's just a way for us to get out of our funk and for us and for you. So if you are having a difficult time creating right now because the world is a little bit in chaos, this is kind of a way to help with that. And so we put together a calendar. We're giving away a $10 store credit for every single prompt. Thomas is our fairy godfather for the month, and he will randomly choose a winner for each of the dates shown here. Today's prompt is to design using check glass beads. You want to hashtag Joyful Beading so that Thomas can easily find your prompt when he is looking for it. And we've got all sorts of stuff planned, as you can see, whether it's making animal jewelry for National Wildlife Day or encouraging a kid to bead. We just want you guys to get your beads out. You know, it doesn't mean you need to buy anything new. Almost nothing on this list would require anything new. It's a great way to use what you've already got. And also fun when you get to win $10 and do a little bead shopping or get $10 off on your next design kit or however you want to use it at softwexcompany.com. So all of this is happening in our Softflex VIB group. If you want to join in, that is where you need to go. Now I have to figure out how to turn this back off. I did it. Kristen and I were having a a discussion earlier. She was trying to teach me something very simple on my phone, and I just didn't want to learn it. That's where I'm at right now. I'm I'm so worn out between school and work and just life. I was like, I don't want to learn how to do this. Let's just come up with an easy strategy that doesn't require me to learn anything new. So that's kind of how beading today is going to go. I'm going to flip down to my table and we'll take a look. I am not going to learn anything new today. Maybe you will, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to enjoy myself, and whatever I make. And if it is simple, then it's simple, and that's totally okay. I think Thomas might have told all of you about his eardrum. Is that what happened? I see all of you saying for him to feel better. He has been, yes, a ruptured eardrum. I didn't want to say it without knowing if he had said it first. But yeah, Thomas has a ruptured eardrum for the second time, this poor guy. And he needs to take better care of himself, is what I think, because he gets sick a little too often. And he needs to take some good care of himself so he doesn't get that bad. Yeah, it sounds really painful. Really, really terrible. Okay, so I have a ton of stuff out on my table. We started a new sale today. It's our Made in the USA sale. And a lot of this is not made in the USA. This is all check glass. But we do have like all of the tier cast parts and pieces are made in the USA. Softflex beading wire, Softflex craft wire. Some of our tools are even made in the USA. It's all on sale, 20% off on the website, softflexcompany.com. So if you need to pick up a trio, and I think our crimps are made in the USA. I mean, it's really quite a few items. You'll just click that banner at the top of the website, and it should take you to a category that shows you everything that is made in the USA that is on sale. Or you can click the link that Thomas just posted, which is helpful as well. So I was thinking today, since I have had I've had one of those weeks this week. I was thinking I'll probably just break open some check glass, because that is our prompt for the day, September 1st, design using check glass beads. So I just put them all out because I wasn't sure exactly what I was going to end up playing with. But I'm going to break open some check glass beads. I'm probably going to use some beautiful tiara cast, maybe some Softflex beading wire, or some Softflex craft wire. We'll kind of play around and see what comes, but I do not have a plan. I haven't had the opportunity to even think about having a plan. That is how busy and chaotic my week has been so far, but we'll make the best of it. And I know anytime I break open my beads, something magical happens. Not just on my bead table, but inside my brain. It just automatically makes you feel better. And that's kind of the whole point of joyful beading, is to just break open your beads. Even if you're not feeling it that day, just break them open, get them out, make something simple. Just make a pair of earrings if you're not feeling it. And 9 times out of 10, it makes you feel a little better. It just really does. Okay, so this is, can anybody guess what this is? This is the mystery Happy Owleen bead strand. So we didn't get these in time for launch last week, but we sold them under a mystery image. Many of you bought them and probably aren't sure what you even bought, but this is it. It's gorgeous. It's got this gorgeous, huge black crystal in the center, a twisted, faceted round, some really fun filigree copper in rounds, and then in bead caps, some more black crystals. It even has a little crystal round in there too. Another fun little spacer bead, a smaller one of those flats. So you've got kind of a matching option here for a pendant and earrings if you wanted. a really pretty copper colored teardrop. And then at the end, it's got a nice oval. So this is a really pretty strand. I could even just take this and wear this today with what I've got on. Just put a little chain on it. Let me move back over. Put a little chain on it. And yeah, or just some black soft flex. Really pretty. Stunning. I think you guys are going to really love this. It's perfect for Halloween. It's going to be a really nice fit with the kit. I know it's going to look lovely. So if you ordered it, terrific. If you didn't yet, you can still get it along with your Happy Owline design kit. Do we have any of the purple petal design kits left, Kristen? Are you still here? I feel like we have one or two left, so you can still grab one of those too, which contained $15 of silver silk. I'm still kind of stunned that Nile gave us so much silver silk for the kit. He really, I mean, we purchased, but he gave us a very good price that we could put that much in our kit, which is unusual. Taking a drink of my beverage. Okay, what are we doing today? I'm in a copper mood. I saw this beautiful black copper bead strand, and then I went and I took all these copper pieces out of my tier cast collection and thought, well, I bet I could use these in some way, shape, or form. And if I have a lot of options, then I can kind of play around a lot with them. I am kind of thinking of saving this for closer to Halloween. So I'm probably going to pick some check glass from in here to go with the copper. I've been in love with these ones. This is probably my favorite strand that we added just a couple weeks ago. We added almost all of these new. This is just one of my colors. I just love this color. So I might break that open because I really like that a lot. I'm wondering about what it looks like when it's wrapped inside one of these rings even. Could be kind of fun to play with. I don't think I have any copper craft wire, but I have some silver. Maybe we can do kind of a mixed metal approach here. I don't have my tools. Let me grab my tools super fast. How did those get left? All right. I got my cutters and my crimping pliers, and I'm going to do a little wire. I probably need my chain nose pliers. Oh, good. Tony says that she got her booster shot yesterday. So she's not able to bead today, but tomorrow, definitely. Hey, that's great to hear. I'm glad you were able to do that. Okay. Okie dokie. As always, I'm going to start making, and if it doesn't turn out, it doesn't turn out. You just deal with it. Look at all these colors. So all the soft flex is 20% off, all the Made in the USA soft flex, if you want to check that out on the website. I'm going to move the check glass back and away so we can give ourselves a little more working room. With all that, there you go. Thinking about taking one of these and wrapping it in the center and having that just be kind of my starting place. And then we can decide if we like it, if we don't like it. I've got some 20 gauge soft flex craft wire, also Made in the USA. You can purchase that for sale this week too. I'm just going to unwrap a good amount. I don't know how much I need because I don't know what I'm making yet. And just clear off my wire with my nylon jaw pliers. Let's see what Deborah says. She's planning a bangle bracelet with these same beads. Oh, I can't wait to see what that's going to look like. Have you gotten them yet, Deborah? How long does it take you to get a package from us? I know it must take a while. Becky says, or those, or the green bugle beads. I guess that's what they are. Ooh. These ones, are you thinking of these ones? That are kind of like a long bugle bead. Okay, I'm going to cut this off. Oh, thank you. This bracelet, this was made with an African helix, I want to say. Gosh, I haven't made one in such a long time. It's a bead weaving technique that I do with Soft Flax 014. So it has beading wire underneath it. I'm thinking about teaching this at one of our GBEs. Do you guys think that would be interesting to learn at a GBE? I feel like it would be a good tutorial. I just have to figure out what beads I would want to do and then make sure we have them available. Probably want to wrap this first. So I'm just going to take this and just give it a little wrap around here. And if you want to get that one a little closer together, you can always come in with your chain nose and kind of tuck that up. Gosh, I haven't done anything like this in a while. It's kind of nice to get out of my comfort zone, right? Right. So if you want the bead to go through the center, what I can do, you see I wrapped it with my wire on the underside. I'm going to string my bead on. I'm going to try then wrapping my wire the other way, and I'm going to see how I like that. If not, you can go on the same side, both sides, and then it's going to sit kind of on top on one side or under, depending on how you're looking at it. Now I'm feeling like this is going to have a lot of movement, so I could add another bead on either side. I've got these great tier cast beads. I'm thinking I'm going to like it more straight. I feel like this diagonal is going to bug me. So I'm going to wrap it one more time like that. I'm just going to straighten up my edge here. So I've got kind of a nice straight clean wrap. Will the other bead fit? That's always the finding just that right bead that's going to fit on either side and not be annoying. Can be tricky. This is going to sit out just a little bit, but I don't think I'm going to mind. Let me kind of look at it and see how I feel once I get going. So I'm thinking about putting it kind of like a bracelet or a centerpiece. Let's try wrapping and see. This side, I'm going to wrap this way. I'm never too finicky about how things fit. I try to keep it flexible, pun intended. I do work for Soft Flex, so it does require some flexibility. If you want to get like a nice tight wrap, you can always use your chain nose instead of fiddling with your hands. I tend to fiddle with my hands. I don't know why I do, but I just do. Do as I say, not as I do, right? There we go. And then that's kind of just sitting out there on top, and I will see how I feel about it. So you can see it's got a little bit of a raised dome. I don't think that'll bother me. as long as it's going to stay that way. If it starts like crushing in, and I don't think it can really, I don't think it'll bother me if it's a little up there. So I could use it as the center of a bracelet. I could use it as the center of a necklace. There's a lot of options. Wonder how I'm going to feel about it tilting. That's one thing that I could see being kind of annoying, is if it's like tilting around all the time. It's pretty good. All right, so if I went like that, then what might I want to do with it next? It's always kind of the fun question. Lots of fun little parts and pieces here. Could make a really kind of a neat earring. Like you just attach your ear wire to the top, maybe a little dangle off the bottom. Could be sort of fun. Let me see if I have a copper ear wire that's big enough. Pretty sure my silver ear wires are not big enough, so I may have to make, yeah, why don't we just make one? So I'm using the 20 gauge Softflex craft wire. This is a copper centered wire. It has a silver plating and then has a coating over it that makes it non-tarnishing and hypoallergenic. I am going to trim my end so it's flat. And then I'm going to take my multi-looping pliers and I'm going to make my first loop with the smallest size. Oh, actually, I'm probably going to want a bigger size, aren't I? Let's try that again. I probably want at least this size. So let's do that, so that it fits that big ring. That's one of the nice things about making your own jump rings using craft wire, is that you can fit bigger objects like this. And then I'm going to take the biggest size and I'm going to butt this up against it and then just wrap around to create my ear wire shape. Normally I would work harden this. We have some great work hardening tools on the website. I don't have them here in front of me because they are upstairs at my desk. So normally I would spend a good deal of time using the wire whacker probably to give it some really good work hardening so that it'll stay in that wonderful shape. And then you can even kind of bend up. And then there's another little tool called a burr cup, which you can find on the website. And that files down the tip of this and makes it a little bit more smooth so that it fits better. And I like to use that a lot too. And then let's open this up and see if it fits. There we go. Let's see how that hangs. That kind of hangs nicely. And I'm curious, like, is it gonna wobble? You never know. I'm gonna have to test them by wearing them probably, but we can make another one. Just like it too. We have a kind of a fun earring that has both metals in it. And then if you wanted to pick something that fits in between those two circles, you could certainly do that too. This was kind of my creative endeavor here. So there's one pair of earrings. Let's make a little matching bracelet to go with it. Let's see what questions we have. Burr cup is nice, and we have someone waiting for it to come. Deborah's asking, are you worried about the earring tilting to one side with the weight of the beads? Yeah, I was wondering. That's why I was thinking I need to wear them to test them out. So I will probably wear them because I do see like its natural inclination is to tilt. And then once it tilts, it's all over. Let me put them in my ear and do a little test. I wonder if we put something at the bottom, if that would give that extra weight. That would, yeah, there it goes. I wonder if we put something down here at the bottom, if that would give it that extra central weight that would keep it from tilting one way or the other. Let's see. Let's try that. Any other thoughts or questions? I love those pliers for consistent looping too. I love the color of this bead. Yes, it's wonderful. Trish says she loves the bangle. Thank you so much. Okay, so let's think about what we can add to the bottom that makes sense. This cute little succulent would be kind of fun. Let me see. So again, it's always good to work harden. I'm going to make a jump ring the same size as the ear wire that we just did, which I need to remember exactly which size it was. I feel like it was this one. Let's try. I like to start this way and then bend. I'm going to make a couple of jump rings. I would normally work harden these. I just don't have that particular tool with me. But I would normally work harden it so that it stiffens and it doesn't bend out of that shape real easily. Let's see what happens when we add this cute little succulent to the bottom. You can see I always open the jump ring left to right, up and down, not out and in. Will that help? That's the question. I'm just going to kind of dangle it around and see what happens. I think it helps a little bit. I wonder if it would be better if it was actually wrapped to the bottom so it's not moving too. Does that make sense? Let's try that. I love a good problem, like a good engineering problem. It's my favorite. It's like, how do we make this work how we want it to? Because there's always a way. There's always a way to make it work. Let's see what our new comments are and what you guys are thinking. Deborah's saying the wire wrap a bail with wire to hold the finding in place. Barb is suggesting to hang a dangle. And thank you for the refresher on how to make jump rings. Oh yeah, quick and easy. And look, you just like pop them off. So easy and nice with soft flex because it doesn't tarnish. So that's always kind of helpful. Okay, we're going to wrap this. So I'm going to probably make a connector. I love a good engineering problem, you guys. I already feel myself feeling better. This is the kind of problem I like to work out. I don't like to work out technology problems. If I've figured out anything during the pandemic, it's that I don't like to figure out technology problems. Okay, so I'm going to make my ring and, oh wait, I don't want to do a ring. I wanted to wrap right to it, don't I? Well, that helps anyway. Get my wire off here. I get busy talking and then I'm like, forget what I'm doing. And I'm going to trim this baby off here. Okay, so I'm going to wrap this in here. I wanted to wrap right to it so it's not moving around. And I think I'm going to do kind of like an overlap wrap. So I'm going to come over on this side and wrap up so that my wire stays center. Between those two. And then I can take my nylon jaw plier. I use these throughout my wire wrapping to straighten out that wire. So I want to center that right underneath my bead, and that way it's not moving around causing me problems. Okay, so now I'm going to make a loop down here, and then I'm going to connect to my succulent. So I don't need a big loop to connect to the succulent. I want to make sure it's big enough though. So I'm going to go this direction. Make my 90-degree angle, go over, adjust and around to create that nice little loop there. And then I can kind of just slide that open ever so slightly to put my, and I want this to face this way. Right, there we go. Close the loop up, and then I'm just going to wrap. And I'm just going to make kind of a messy wrap here. Messy organic wrap. We'll see how it looks. This might be my day where it just doesn't work. It might be my day where I make something I love. Who knows? That's kind of the fun of it, right? All right, so this is what we have now. Now it's got really good weight. I think the ultimate attachment there really helped with it not sliding to one side or the other. Just a jump ring alone wasn't enough. It needed to be an attached piece down there. So you could do that with like a dangle or a bead. You could match your metal. If you don't like mixing metals, you could do a copper color with the copper or use a silver ring with the silver wire. And these succulents come in all three metal tones, bright gold, silver, or copper. Same with these beads. They come in all three metal tones. So you don't have to do it in a 2-metal tone. You know, you could definitely do it. Let's see how it hangs on my ear. You could definitely do it in a, what's that looking? You could definitely do it in a, moving my head around to make sure it's right. You could definitely do it in 1 metal tone if you wanted, like all silver or all gold or all copper. Could be really fun. Oh, thank you, Barb. Barb says, well done. It feels well done on a day like this, for sure. So I will take a picture of that and post it onto our Instagram, and I'll make a second one that matches it. But if you have some check glass at home, definitely pull it out, play around with it today, and just get those beads out for your check glass prompt. Post into the Softflix VIB group for the opportunity to win $10. Thomas will post the winner tomorrow, and then they will load your store credit into your account, and it'll be there next time you purchase. I think there is a deadline for using the store credit, though. It doesn't last forever. And then tomorrow, easy, make a necklace. And then Friday, animal jewelry for National Wildlife Day. I'm going to have to think on that one. I do have some Luna moths. Do they count as animal jewelry? Or do I have to become, I probably have I probably have some stuff in my Green Girl Studio stash that has animals. I think I have one of her beautiful deer pendants that she did recently. I could probably use that. But the fun of it is just kind of looking through the stuff you have, checking it out, and then getting it out and using it on that day. And just, you know, maybe you'll make something great. Maybe you won't, but it doesn't matter. Like, just let's get our beads out. Let's relax a little bit. I definitely need it. I'm sure most of you need it as well. And yeah, let's do some major beading in September, and just kind of huddle home and get our get our beads out for joy. Thank you so much for being here. I'm pooped today, to be honest. So I'm going to do some more beading. I'm going to finish these earrings. Maybe I'll make another design just on my own, and I'll post it into the VIB group with some more of the check glass. But I just don't have a lot of extra energy right now. Also, you can still get your Happy Owleen design kit along with 20% off on all of our Made in USA products, which you can find a list of right on the website, softluxcompany.com. I'll probably post some Instagram posts this week that have some of those things in them, because there's a lot of things we sell that a lot of people don't realize are made here in the States. And it's just a great way you can support us as a small local business. We're supporting others as small USA made businesses. And in turn, we're helping our economy here in the States when things are still a little off kilter with COVID. And I know we have a lot of international buyers out there. Don't forget, international buyers, if you've never purchased from us before, you get an automatic discount once you are approved into our website. So sign up for the website, email info@softluxcompany.com and ask about the international rates. We give you a discount to help you with the taxes and duty fees and shipping fees that you deal with in order to get our products overseas in all sorts of locations. So make sure you're getting that extra discount added to your cart so you can kind of contrast and compare if it makes sense for you to purchase from us here in the US or not. So that's it. Oh, thank you. Haley says, I'm an inspiration today. I don't feel it. I'm not feeling like an inspiration. Kathy Davison, I don't know if you're here today, or maybe you'll watch this later. Thank you for sending Joshua the really sweet card. That really made his day today. He's been stuck at the office. I just grabbed it yesterday and I gave it to him today. And that kind of stuff really means a lot to him. And just for an update, he's cancer-free right now, and his melanoma is completely gone. As far as we know, he's having another spot checked later today, but we're praying it's nothing. As far as we know, it's nothing. So, but as far as we know, he's cancer-free. So that's the good news. Thank you, everybody. It is good. Yes. Thank you, Lois. Thank you, Haley. Thank you, Lois. I'm keeping my chin up, but it's been tricky lately. I sure love all of you guys. I can't wait to see what you're making for Joyful Beading this month. Print out your calendar, hang it up where you can see it, and make with me this month. We're going to make all sorts of cool stuff, and we're going to get a little bit more out of this funk, and we're going to go into fall ready to create, and into fall GBE season. You know what the Great Bead Extravaganza, well, I've got you guys here before I leave. You know what the Great Bead Extravaganza is doing this year for fall? They're not only doing takeovers again. So you'll see all your favorite presenters are going to take over for a day leading up to Fall Fest. But we're also doing a bead swap. I think there's about 8 of us that are swapping materials. And we are going to be designing in duos the weekend before Fall Fest. So put the Friday before Fall Fest on your calendar. I think it's November 5th. I think it's my anniversary is when it is, November 5th. We're going to be doing that. It's going to be super cool. I have got a great partner. My partner's Kay from Stars Beads. And I'm really, really excited about that. And then we have Fall Fest. So there's going to be a lot going on in the Great Bead Extravaganza group. Make sure you are a member over in that group as well, because it's going to be epic. We're going to have Joyful Beading for September, takeovers for October. Then we're going to go into bead swap. Then we're going to have fall fest. And then I'm going to pass out because I'm going to be so worn out. Then we're going to go into the holiday season. So it's going to be, we have a lot planned coming up. It's going to be really, really cool. So stay tuned. And of course, you can learn more about us at softflexcompany.com. Check out that Made in the USA sale. Thank you for spending time with me today and all of your kind words. I will see you guys soon, and I will be posting my designs for Joyful Beading this week as well. Bye, everybody.